Minutes away at 10, a deadly pet food scare. Tonight, the new rules that could better protect our pets. Plus, a high school football rivalry leads to crime. And another big freeze tonight. How low it'll go next at 10.
Live with breaking news. This is Channel 4 News at 10.
Good evening. Welcome to Channel 4 News at 10. Tom and Demetria have the night off. I'm Josh Devine. There are 4 stories breaking right now. We will start in Goodlettsville, where fire caused a lot of damage to a home. Channel 4's Julia Bruck is on Hit Lane with the details.
In Goodlettsville, Julia Bruck, Channel 4 News.
We spoke with fire crews and have since learned, fortunately, no one was hurt. That is not the only fire crews are dealing with tonight. Just minutes ago, firefighters got the call to a home on Stewart Glen Drive in Nashville. At this point, it sounds like the fire may have started in the chimney. We have a crew on the way to that scene, and we'll bring you more information just as soon as we get it. In California right now, a tense standoff continues between authorities and a man suspected of shooting 4 officers. Here's a live look at a neighborhood in Roseville. This is just north of Sacramento. 3 police officers and an immigration agent were trying to speak with a parolee this evening, but it appears the parolee then pulled out a gun, shot them, then ran to a nearby home. It's not clear if there are any hostages inside. One of the injured officers remains in critical condition. Closer to home, I-24 has just cleared following a crash. A vehicle rolled at the exit for Murfreesboro Road right around 8:30 tonight. The shoulder was blocked while police and medics worked the scene. We don't yet know if there were any injuries. A worker remains in a Nashville hospital tonight following an explosion at a foundry. The blast hurt 9 people this morning at Designed Alloy Products in Chattanooga. A furnace blew up. The explosion was so powerful it rattled nearby buildings.
There was probably 3 or 4 kabooms, one big one and then 2 or 3 consistent ones. Sounded a little bit like fireworks going off, I guess, except for the building shaking.
The plant recycles scrap. Fire investigators say workers had been using the furnace to melt stainless steel. Temperatures reaching 3,000 degrees inside that. The explosion burned one worker so badly a rescue helicopter flew him to Vanderbilt. A Massachusetts teacher is being remembered tonight for her devotion to her job. More than 100 faculty, staff, and students of Assumption College attended a memorial today for Colleen Ritzer. She graduated with honors from Assumption 2 years ago and worked as a math teacher in Danvers, Massachusetts. On Tuesday, a student stabbed her to death. 14-year-old Philip Chisholm recently moved from Clarksville. Tonight, he faces murder charges. The search continues tonight for the person who stole a pickup truck with a child inside. Wednesday afternoon in Cookeville, a father left his truck running outside the T-Mart gas station on North Willow. While he was inside the store, another person jumped into the vehicle and drove off with his 6-year-old daughter inside. The thief let the little girl out on a street nearby. She wasn't hurt. Police still have not found the truck. They are now reviewing surveillance video and information from the child to try to track down the driver. As Brentwood High School took on Ravenwood tonight, there might have been some added heat to the long-running rivalry. Last night, someone vandalized Brentwood Stadium. At this point, police believe it was a student or students from crosstown rival Ravenwood High. Using spray paint and vulgarity, the cost for repairs will surely add up.
Well, depending on the amount of damage, it could be a felony vandalism, and I would anticipate that it would be, based on what I've seen on the photographs thus far.
Police told us someone also vandalized Ravenwood, but not to the extent of Brentwood Stadium. By the way, Ravenwood ended up winning tonight's game 22-21. In the wake of that big pet food scare, the FDA now wants new rules to better protect our pets. The changes would require companies to follow higher sanitation policies and create better plans to fix problems. The new rules would apply to both domestic and imported animal food. This week, the FDA announced jerky treats, mainly made in China, sickened thousands of dogs in recent years and claimed the lives of hundreds. A big project on I-40 could affect your weekend plans. Right now, crews are hard at work. You see them there live, repairing the bridge at Elm Hill Pike between Donaldson Pike and Stewart's Ferry. Again, a live look from our TDOT camera out there. Westbound will be reduced to one lane until 6 o'clock Monday morning. You can always head to WSMV.com for real-time traffic updates around Nashville. Just click on News and then Traffic. Well, it's become a field trip to remember for all the wrong reasons. Just get a look at this. See what happened when smoke led to a fire on a tour bus. And history is made at TSU. We will take you there for the big homecoming celebrations coming up tonight on Channel 4 News.
You're watching WSMV Channel 4. Working for you in high definition. This is Channel 4 News at 10.
Well, for high schoolers from Lexington, Kentucky, a trip to the Smokies won't soon be forgotten. Their bus caught fire this evening on I-75 in Campbell County. Someone first noticed smoke at the back of the bus. All 33 people on board managed to escape and even salvage some luggage before the whole bus began to burn. A mechanical problem may be to blame. Homecoming activities got a little bit out of hand at Howard University in Washington, D.C. At least 7 people, including 2 police officers, were hurt when crowds rushed the gates at Yard Fest, an annual concert on the university quad. The concert has been a free part of Howard homecoming festivities for 2 decades now, but this year, with Big Sean and several other hip-hop acts scheduled, tickets were required. The concert eventually started after the crowd calmed down. Homecoming weekend is off to a much more peaceful start at Tennessee State University. But first today, some history. TSU's new president, Dr. Glenda Baskin Glover, was inaugurated this morning. She is the first woman to lead the university. Dr. Glover is a TSU alumna herself and told us she wants to build and strengthen partnerships.
We are really focusing on alumni giving. We're focusing on the corporate structure. We are really trying to partner with the community and the other entities, not just so much for fundraising, but to be good academic partners.
The inauguration coincides with TSU's homecoming parade. Of course, the big parade tomorrow morning starts at 8 o'clock. The homecoming game will be tomorrow night at LP Field against Eastern Illinois. And if you're headed out to that game or any sort of outdoor activity this weekend, you will want to bundle up. The freeze is on. Let's get right now to meteorologist Dan Thomas in the Forewarn Weather Center.
Absolutely, Josh. Still not clear, but with that system, Thursday into Friday, we'll probably have some pretty good storms.
A lot of people watching. Thanks, Dan. Let's check in with Rudy to see what he has coming up on Touchdown Friday.
A lot of good stuff. Stay with us. We'll turn up the heat on a very chilly night for Touchdown Friday. We're headed east where the District 8 championship is on the line in a community that's crazy about its football team. Tons of highlights from throughout the area. Chris Harris joins me for Touchdown Friday next.
And that is Channel 4 News at 10. Have a great weekend.